Hey, Truth Seekers, welcome back. Zach here. It's reported that on May 9th, 2017, Robert Miles, well-known musician, produced the dance hit Children, one of the best-selling dance music songs of all time. I think his type of music's called trance. But anyhow, it's reported that he dropped dead May 9th, 2017 at age 47, exactly 187 days after his birthday. And we talk about this pattern a lot. Murder by numbers, as sung about in 1983 by the band The Police. It's about killing people by the count of ABC 1, 2, 3. We're talking about the language of Gematria, the ancient practice of coding numbers into words, a belief that in Kabbalah is the way God created the world. So anyhow, 47, 187. These are numbers that represent time, and they're now numbers connected to his point in time that his life ended, so we're told. Something to consider. If these musicians aren't really being murdered, they might be faking their deaths to escape their celebrity. One of two things is happening, and I don't know which. I just share what I do know. So anyhow, we have DJ Robert Miles. Supposedly he died in Ibiza. And if you read the article, they say he was Swiss-Italian. He released his hit song in Italy. But anyway, I just noticed that Ibiza's 47 and Swiss-Italian, as written about, corresponding with his age of death. Really, either of those things could be coincidental because as we know, it's 47 that's the number so special, the number representing time, having everything to do with the tropics that measure the solstices, the 47 degrees on the Freemason compass. In case you're new here, I have thousands of videos on this subject, literally. So, the 47 and 187 is huge. The fact that he died May 9th is also very interesting because that date's 5/9 as we write it in some parts of the world. The word kill 59. This was a very deadly day this year. A lot of celebrities, B-list celebrities, dropped dead. And it happens every year on May 9th. We talked about this before. The headlines, they emphasize the word courageous. Other articles emphasized his song Children. I was reading a little bit about this man last night. Anyway, courageous has Gematria 44, just like cancer, like chemo, like kill. Some sources say he died from illness. Other sources say he died from cancer. So it's unclear what he died from. But if cancer is the cause, which is so often given, just know, courageous, like emphasized in the article, sums to 44, just like cancer, just like chemo, just like kill. We're going to talk about his hit song, Children, the biggest selling dance track at the time, how Children also sums to 44 in this language of Gematria. So 44 and 59 numbers of killing. Supposedly this man has died by the numbers on May 9th. You know? Children also has Gematria 46, like the word sacrifice. And again, just in case you're new here, or you haven't heard me say it before, all of these numbers are dualistic. There's no such thing as a bad number. There's no bad numbers. It's all duality. But a lot of these numbers are used in ritualistic practice for certain things that are negative that we look at all the time, such as murder by numbers. We always look at the ugly side of 44, but on the other side, hope is 44, faith is 44, karma is 44, spiritual is 44. It's not all bad. Duality to all things. So this song, Children, it came out in 95. That's 22 years ago this year. And why is that interesting? The musician's last name is Miles, 22. He released the song in Italy, 22. 22 is the master number in numerology. And just to appreciate this, if you write out Master Builder, that's what 22 is called in numerology, Master Builder, it sums to 147. Master Builder 147. It has the 47 ending. The word Freemasons 147. The word conspiracies 147. Special number. Connected to the Master Builder, connected to Freemasonry, who once upon a time were the Master Builders. the Masons of biblical times. So, 22 years after the hit song, dead at 47, his birth name was Roberto Cancina, the artist name Robert Miles. I want to show you what's interesting about both these names in just a second. He was born November 3rd, reportedly, 3/11 or 11/3. We know about 113 and dishonesty. Is it possible? I've suggested this before. Some of these celebrities, it seems that their whole life was scripted from their celebrity point to their death. And I wonder, are these celebrities, when they become celebrities, slightly changing their names, changing their birthdays, with a planned end date, which will be reported as a death, so that they can escape that celebrity? I really do think this is a likely possibility for what's going on. Because when we look at these birthdays and deaths, so often it's perfect. These same numbers we're talking about again and again. You know what I mean? Did Roberto Cancina, was he really born November 3rd, or is that a lie? Remember the word dishonest, 113. Not true, fiction, bullshit. So many things about dishonesty, 113. Bava Kama 113a in the Talmud says it's okay for somebody who's Jewish to lie to somebody who isn't. And we know across the world Zionist Jews control the recording industry. So, from his birthday to his day to death, his 47th birthday, 187 days. Time represented by 47. Just like in Satanic Gematria, time represented by 187. So often we're talking about this. Roberto Cancina, 71, like Robert Miles. Also like Trance Producer, what he was remembered as when he passed. And with regards to Italy, I should mention that the Catholic Church is right there. Catholic 71. Within it is the Society of Jesus, which is the Jesuit Order 187. Might not be arbitrary. Talmud equals 71. That's where it says Bava Kama 113a. It's okay to lie to somebody who's not Jewish. When you write out 71, it also sums to 144 like time, to bring us there one more time. His death has a lot to do with time, as it always does. Roberto Cancina sums to 226 like planet. The most important planet to the occult is Saturn, the keeper of time. 93 and 226. Numbers of Saturn, the planetary alignments. You see this? Again and again. Saturn, time, killing. If you write out 93, it sums to 55, just like the name Robert Miles as well. Also like courageous up in the headlines. I should mention that Satan has Gematria 55. There's a relationship between Saturn and Satan in this occult esoteric knowledge. Also, with regards to him dying at 47, 187 days after his birthday, Vatican's 47. Again, his hit in Italy, home of the Vatican. His music, Trance, has the Gematria of 38, like death, like killing, like murder. You see? Numbers that we find all the time. So I just wanted to do this out of respect to Robert Miles. People need to know what's going on in this world with murder by numbers. Every time that I make these videos, I get fans of these musicians and people just attack me and say, "Who are you to do this?" Who I am is the person who's taken the time to do this and spent the last 4 years documenting it so that it can stop. Who you are is the person too ignorant, too foolish to see what's going on and as clear as day to anyone with a brain, which sadly is a quality that's almost not ever found at this day and age in humanity. And you know what? When I was 22 years old, truly, when I first moved up to Seattle, met an older man, already 80 years old, he told me that about myself. He said, "You're the rarest type of person. You have a brain, you have common sense, you have eyes to see." He said, "Honestly, I gave up on the world and I didn't even think a person like you could ever exist again." And when he told me that as a 22-year-old, I was hoping he was wrong. I kind of had an idea. I was 18 when September 11th happened, and I realized people really were blind. But it hadn't sunk in quite all the way just how blind everyone was. It took more time to figure out, and that's why I speak out, because people got to wake up. This brain-dead humanity thing's not working for us. We're all slaves to lies, fear, tyranny. The people that we celebrate, which are celebrities, so many of them are murdered, drop dead at early ages, tormenting people emotionally. This is all part of a sick agenda. That's why this video was made. That's why all these videos were made. It's amazing to me that people watch my videos and can't see what my message is. This is stupid. Those are the words of a dumb person. What I'm showing you is a real practice by people in high places. It's how they believe the world was created. Numbers. Until next time, true seekers.